Good day, everybody, and what's up? Welcome to the podcast for Selfless Sex and She Comes First. My name is Dr. Nick Meyer, sitting here on June 21st in the afternoon, like I usually do. And right off the bat, I have to say Happy Father's Day to all the fathers and the dads out there who are doing their thing, holding it down. Many props to you, and I hope you guys had a great day and an even better weekend. I hope everyone is still being safe out there. COVID-19 is not over. Plus, there's a lot of racial tension going on in the country right now, so there's a lot going on. I hope everyone is doing what they can just to try to maintain. And once again, I have to say thank you for everyone who hits the like button and the share button and the thumbs up, for all these podcasts that I've been doing over the past year. And yes, it's been a year already. I just realized that. It really does mean a lot to me, so thank you so much. So just to turn the corner for today's podcast, once again, I have to go back to COVID-19, but in a little bit of a different way. Because the New York City Health Department came out with their own set of sexual health guidelines for sex in the time of COVID-19. And once again, it's New York City to the rescue. So let's talk about that today. A few weeks ago, the New York City Department of Health put out a series of guidelines called Safer Sex in COVID-19. And it's amazing. So right here, I'm just going to read you the first paragraph. It says, sex is a normal part of life and should always be with the consent of all parties. This document offers strategies to reduce the risk of spreading COVID-19 during sex. Decisions about sex and sexuality need to be balanced with personal and public health. During this extended public health emergency, people will and should have sex. Consider using harm reduction strategies to reduce the risk to yourself, your partner, and our community. I've never heard a health department that actually said people will and should have sex. That's unheard of, but it's amazing. That's incredible. Let's continue. And to keep it moving, these guidelines also go on to mention masturbation and sex work. Now think back, when have you ever heard of a publicly funded health department ever mention masturbation and sex work in any sort of positive way? Never is the answer. So it says this: you are your safest sex partner. Masturbation will not spread COVID-19, especially if you wash your hands and any sex toys with soap and water for at least 20 seconds before and after use. So they actually mentioned masturbation and cleaning your sex toys. That's unheard of. It's amazing. I passed out when I almost passed out when I read it, but it's incredible. And then it also goes on to say this: if you usually meet your sex partners online or make a living by having sex, consider taking a break from in-person dates. Video dates, sexting, subscription-based fan platforms, sexy Zoom parties, or chat rooms may be options for you. So in other words, for the people who have sex for a living, these guidelines are actually giving them options so they can keep their income coming in during this COVID-19 quarantine. That's unheard of. Let's continue. So then, just to make me love this document even more, they go on to mention getting kinky. Wait, what? From a health department? Yes, it's in there. They mentioned rimming, tossing someone's salad, oral anal activity. And it says this: rimming, mouth on anus, might spread the virus. Virus and feces may enter your mouth and could lead to infection. Wow, that's intense. And then, hold on to your butts, it says this: I swear to God, make it a little kinky. Be creative with sexual positions and physical barriers like walls that allow sexual contact while preventing close face-to-face contact. So I will let you read into that what you want to, but is that some sort of glory hole type setup where something is inserted through a hole or some sort of barrier? Just to think and have a health department indirectly mention glory hole sex is not a bad thing. That's incredibly progressive. Wow. I have no words. New York City does it again. They're always out in front of everybody. So in closing, once again, New York City and New York City Department of Health should take a bow. They are so far in front of this thing when it comes to COVID-19, sexual health, and trying to decrease the amount of transmission. It's just amazing where they still said people will have sex and they actually should have sex, which is true. And I get behind that 1,000%. But they're trying to give you ways to be sexually safe, including masturbation. A place like Oklahoma out there, Midwest or Kansas, I guess people out there don't masturbate. So their health department can't even, so it's like their health department won't even think about putting anything in there out there because, people don't masturbate out in Oklahoma and Kansas and, Wyoming and shit. They don't do that at all. But New York City and New York State, they realize people engage in various types of sexual activities, including tossing someone's salad. That's fine. And or having sex through physical barriers like glory holes. People do that. And it's amazing that they mention those things in a document that they put out. So also I can say this too. If you want to read the whole document, just do a quick Google search of NYC Health Department sex, and it comes right up. It's only 3 pages, probably take you less than a minute a page, but it's very, very interesting. And it's so forward thinking. So once again, thank you, New York City, for setting the bar very high. So on that note, you guys have a great day. Stay safe out there. Continue to practice social distancing and washing your hands, and please wear your mask. And stay tuned, and I'll talk to you soon. There you go.